Challenge yourself a bit with this simple question. A number increased by 20% and becomes 72. What was the original number? So we are on percentage change. Now, before the number is increasing to 72 by 20%, it was originally a certain number. But since we don't know the number, we can let the number be any variable but not all. So let the actual number or the original number be what? N. So we are letting the original number be what? N. So the increment, we want the increment, just the increment. So increment here, or the change, let's say change, we want the change. The increment is 72, it increased to 72, and then the original number is N. So we want the change. So the change here is equals to the 72 minus the original number. Since it's increased, 72 is bigger than the original number or the actual number. So actual or original, don't forget actual or original. So 72 minus the original number, we get the change. Now we have the percentage to which the number changed, percentage to which this change. So percentage change equals 20%. So the percentage to which N increased to 72 is 20%. That's here. Now from this formula, percentage change equals, let me bring it here, the change out of the original or the actual number, original quantity or the number, multiplying 100. So the percentage change equals the change out of the original number multiplying 100. So here the change here is 72 minus the original number, which is N. So the percentage change, let me represent it by percentage change, PC. PC here equals change, which is 72 minus N out of the original number. The original number here is what? N, multiplying 100. Now PC, percentage change, equals 20%. So 20 equals 72 minus N out of N multiplying 100. So in this case, we will multiply the left hand side of the equation by N and multiply the right hand side of the equation by N to get a linear form of the equation. So at this point, N multiplying 20 equals N multiplying 72 minus N out of N times 100. Don't multiply the 100 also by N. Don't multiply, don't do that, never do that. Okay, so 20 N equals, so this N cancel this, 7 2 minus N multiplying 100, or you can bring multiplication. This bracket means multiplication. So 20n equals 7200 by multiplying 72 by 100 minus n multiplying 100 100n. So we get 20n plus 100n equals 7200. Now we get 120. 100 plus 20 is 120. So we get n 120. So 120 what? N equals 7200. So you have to just divide both sides by 120. Here 120. So divide 120 by 120, left with n equals so divide 0 by 0. 12 into 72, 0. 12 into 720. So 720 dividing 12 is 60. So n is equals to 60. Don't forget, the original number before the increment is 60. Is n 60. So this 60 was increased by 20% to become 72. So this is the solution. At this point, please subscribe, like, and follow for more. Alternatively, different form of solving this kind of question. Alternatively, since we've represented the number by n, we don't have to write it here again. So a number increased by 20%. 20% of a number, let's see 20% of a number. 20% means 20 out of 100. So 20% of a number is what? 20n. 20 multiplying n. So 20% of a number is what I've represented it here. So since the number n increased by 20%, increased by 20%, you get it? 20% of a number is here. So since the number increased, the addition here represents increase, the increment, additional sum. So increased by 20%, and we got 72. Then you can simplify this equation. So here you can multiply each term in the equation by 100. So n multiplying 100, 20 out of 100 multiplying 100, 20 out of 100, n multiplying 100 equals 72 also multiplying 100. So here this 100 divided is 100, n multiplying 100 is what? 100n, plus we have the plus sign here, plus 20n equals 7200. 72 times 1 is 72, then you add a 00, so 7200. Okay, now we have 100n and 20n, making 120n equals 7200. Now divide both side by 120. 120. So divide 120 is n equals, divide the zeros, 12 into 720. 12 into 720, 60 times. So 60. So what was the original number? Therefore, the original number is what? N, which is 60. The original number is n, which is 60. And because we represented the number by n is also equal to 60. So we've gotten
the same answer using two different approaches.